Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from June 27th to July 3rd. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Aquarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Aquarius, is the Five of Swords in reverse. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords upright. Okay, so your biggest challenge here, Aquarius, is the Five of Swords in reverse. Right away when I see your challenge, you know what I heard? I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight anymore. Someone here doesn't want to fight. They don't want to be at odds with you or conflict. It says, what situation in your life is creating some type of power struggle? And it's in reverse. So somebody here doesn't want to struggle anymore. Okay, this could be you. It's like, I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to feel like I have to fight, all the time. It's like there's something here about constantly being on guard or constantly being in fight or flight mode. It's like, you don't want that anymore. It's challenging for you to get out of that energy. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords upright, and the Five of Cups upright. So in the recent past, I am really getting that someone here decided to completely disconnect, and I feel like this was you. There's a lot of sadness here in the recent past about a breakup that happened between you and a specific person. I do feel this breakup really did lead to a third party or an interference within the connection, and you just said, you know what, I'm just going to disconnect from this. There's no point in me being involved in this drama. There was a lot of drama here in the recent past. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Empress, the Knight of Cups, and the Temperance. So it looks like in the present moment with the Temperance, there's a lot of slow-moving energy, but it is divinely guided. Okay, there's a reason why something here is not progressing forward the way that you want it to. I do feel a lot of you may not see this coming, but I do see a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I see a Sagittarius or a Taurus coming into your life in the present moment. And there's something that's evolving in your life and it's trying to get your attention. Okay, because what I'm seeing here with the Empress for you, Aquarius, you're growing, you're learning something. The Empress is all about growth. She's all about going through those maternal pains, right? Like that's what the Empress is all about. The Empress bears the child. So for many of you right now, the reason why something here is not moving as quick as you want it to is because you're still growing and evolving. And that's what your challenge is all about with the Five of Swords here in reverse. We're going to clarify and see. Now, in the near future, you have the Strength, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So in the near future, I'm really strongly getting that there is some sort of ending that is coming. This ending that's coming is going to allow you to completely release yourself. And you are releasing yourself to turn into the Strength energy. Okay, the Strength here is all about taming oneself, presenting yourself in a certain way, being able to tame your passions, your ego, all of this. It says, where do you find your inner strength? So you're learning this. This is what you're learning in the near future. And that's why a difficult, tough cycle is coming to an end for you. It says what situation in your life needs to come to an end. Something here needs to come to an end. And it looks like you're going to be trying to find a way to make that happen. Okay. And we're going to talk about what this ending's about and what the overall lesson and message is here for you in a moment. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords here, beautiful card, by the way. The Four of Swords is all about finally healing. It says what aspect of your life needs rest and healing, okay? Because a lot of you are recognizing you have to release yourself from something, especially releasing yourself from someone here who rejects you or who acts like they don't want you. This is someone you've been in separation with for quite some time, and you think about this person all the time. All the time you think about them. Okay. So this is about a big transformation that's coming into your life that I feel like, you need to be prepared for. All right. So let's get into your reading. Let's see what's going on. Let's clarify your challenge. So the Five of Swords is clarified by the Death, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. You want to know right now, your biggest challenge here is wanting to know if it's done. You know, Monica, is this done? Are we done? Am I done with this person? There's something here about you coming to a realization that fighting for something, arguing about something that you know is already done and finished, there's no point to it. There's no point. And this is your biggest challenge, right, Aquarius? Your biggest challenge is about recognizing when something is done and why something is done here, okay? The reason why something here is done is because there's a transformation that's coming into your life. You're trying to make sense of why this situation's done. You're trying to make sense of why it's happening. Why is it happening the way it's happening? And what you're going to also realize with your challenge here is that you're learning something from this ending. This ending is going to change you forever. So maybe how you approach things one way was a certain way, but now you are deciding to change the way you approach things, okay? And that's your biggest challenge here, because for many of you, whatever this ending is that's happening for you, it's happening for a reason, okay? And there's a reason why you're responding it or dealing with it in a certain way. All right. And that's your biggest challenge, to accept an ending here that you don't really need to make sense of it. It's happening because it's part of your divine plan. This is what the divine wants for you. This is what spirit wants for you. Okay. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Five of Cups in the recent past. So the Five of Cups is clarified by the Lovers, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. You questioned here this person. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign in the past. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I'm also getting a Gemini here. You really questioned, when the breakup happened between you and this person disconnected, and there was some sort of emotional disconnect. You really questioned this relationship here in the past. You may have sensed, or this person may have sensed, take it as it resonates. I feel like this is you though. There's something here, Aquarius, about you getting in your feelings in the past, like deep in your feelings, like really upset, at the fact that something here didn't work out, things, something here crumbled in the past, and it really caused a huge emotional burden for you in the past. And you started to maybe ask yourself, did I give too much to this? Did I give too much to this connection? Did I do too much? Did I say something? Did I do something wrong? So it's kind of like you were questioning yourself here in the past. And that's why you completely disconnected from the situation, because you needed that time, right? It's like, what do you need to remove? What do you need to remove yourself from for peace of mind? It's like you needed peace of mind here in the recent past. You were tired of being stressed out, worried about something here in the past that you knew you may have given too much to the situation, or maybe the situation in general was causing you a lot of stress here in the recent past. But it's like you weren't yourself here is what I'm getting, and that really caused you to disconnect. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing in the past. Now, in the present moment, it looks like there's a transformation that's happening. It is happening at a slower rate than maybe you want it to. Let's clarify the Empress and see what your important message is here. The important message here for you is what is growing and evolving in my life that needs my attention. So something here is changing, like I said. And the Empress does change because the Empress is the mother, and the Empress is the one that goes into labor. She has to carry the baby for 9 months, So this is kind of like you recognizing the growth that you've come to up until this point. You've learned something here. So the Empress is clarified by the Emperor, the Devil, and the Ten of Pentacles. You're learning in the present moment that your relationships and how they are very much dependent on how you respond to them, how you act. For many of you, I do see a transition that's happening in your relationship. Some of you are dating someone, or you've been dating them for a while, and you're thinking about marrying this person or being in a long-term commitment or connection. And you're also learning that in order for that to happen, you need to approach it in a certain way. Okay. And this is why something here is moving slow, because Spirit is trying to get your attention right now. Spirit is trying to say, look, Aquarius, if you want to attract somebody who is your soulmate, someone that you can be with forever, you need to make sure you're in that energy to attract that. Okay, and that's what I mentioned in the community. I mentioned in the community, it's showing up in the readings. There's a reason why I get these downloaded quotes and put them in the community, because it's very much connected to the readings that I'm doing following that quotation. So this is about you getting ready for this love that's coming in, okay? Because if you've been dating someone who's been on and off emotionally, there's been uncertainty, on and off energy, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a Taurus, I'm getting Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius here, then there's a reason why it's moving slow. Tell me more about this person who's coming into Aquarius's life. Now, this could be someone you already have been dealing with for quite some time as well. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords, you have the Moon and the Strength. So in the present moment, I'm really strongly getting that you want answers from this person you've been dating for quite some time. I'm getting a Leo, a Pisces here. You want answers. Do you want me? Do you want to be with me? Because there's something here about rejection, right? There's something here, yeah, Four of Cups is what you don't see coming. When this person, and if this person does reject you, it may seem like they're rejecting you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's happening. I'm going to tell you what's actually happening. What's actually happening, Aquarius, like I said, you're going through a growth phase in the present moment, and you're being called right now to move forward towards the Four of Swords energy. One of the things that you may not have considered that you may want to consider is when you look at the Four of Swords, who's laying there? Is it two people laying down together? Is it five people laying down together? Or is it just one? It's just one person laying down. So what Spirit is saying is, in order for you to completely release yourself from these, there's something here about mind games, or something here about with the Eight of Swords, there's something here about you needing to release yourself from this mental prison that you put yourself into. And it's been difficult for you to do that. But ultimately with the Four of Swords here, you're healing. And, a stable love can come into your life, but it's going to take time for that love to develop. And this is why you have the Devil here in the present moment, because you're asking yourself, well, are we ever going to be together? Are we ever going to get married? Are we ever going to really take our relationship to the next level? Does this person coming in want that with me? And there is a very strong possibility that this person does want that with you. But if you're still in this process of healing, it will take time. And this is why something here is moving slowly. But some of you have already given up fighting for love, or given up on fighting for your relationship. And there's a reason why something's coming to an end. It's because you're still going through a process of healing. And if you're not able to respect that process of healing, that's when missed opportunities happen. So you need to recognize in the present moment right now, Aquarius, that everything has its tempo. It's not going to happen, right away for you. And I strongly believe that's because you're still in a process of healing. Let's clarify the Temperance. What else does Aquarius need to know in the present moment? So the Temperance is clarified by the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Pentacles. This person isn't going anywhere. This Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, this Scorpio, okay, this Leo that you're dating right now, this Aries, Sagittarius, they're not going anywhere. Four of Pentacles. It's just they're waiting for you to come towards them in a stable energy, because you haven't been stable. There's something here about you realizing the more you fight for something, the more you engage in drama, the more you engage in power struggles, it actually doesn't lead you anywhere. It just leads you back to where you started. And a lot of you are like, why does this keep happening? It keeps happening because there's a change that's coming in, and you need to be patient enough to recognize it. Okay, so this is what's happening in the present moment. It's complicated, but that's what I'm seeing. And you have the Eight of Swords there at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. So it's just confirmation of what I'm telling you, right? You need to release yourself. This person's not going to want to be with you, Aquarius, if you're still in this place of constantly questioning all the time. Do they want to be with me? Do they not? Have you healed? Have you done the inner work? If you haven't done the inner work, you got to change your energy in order for this person to come towards you and want that. Okay, so in the near future, what you don't see coming in the near future is this painful trauma that you've been facing for so long. For some of you, it's been 8 months, it's been 8 years, it's been 10 years, 10 months, 10 weeks, whatever it is. There's something here that's really been affecting you, and you've been wanting to make sense of it. That's going to come to an end. Something here is coming to an end, and what is being realized here, what is actually manifesting for you, is the strength. You're learning how to be strong again. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. What is the important message here for Aquarius in the near future? So the Ten of Swords is clarified by, you have the Five of Cups in reverse, you have the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Wands in reverse. What you're realizing here in the near future is, you know, the more you hold on to trauma, the more you hold on to pain, the more you focus all your energy on, you know, negative things that happened in the past, that actually hinders you from being able to completely heal. You know, there's nothing wrong with looking at the past and thinking about the past, but when you constantly think the same negative things that happened in the past are going to happen in the future, that's what actually holds you back. Three of Wands in reverse. And you're tired of being held back, Aquarius. You don't want to be held back anymore. You want to move forward. You want to be able to have this new cycle in a state of energy where you're confident, where you're strong, where you're not in this place of looking tired or looking sad or looking upset. This is about you really doing the research and analysis of why something here that you're doing needs to come to an end in order to open the doors for other opportunities. Tell me more about the strength in the near future for Aquarius. The strength is clarified by the Judgment, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. You're going to realize in the near future that what is required for you to completely attract the love that you've always wanted is very much connected to your energy and how you're approaching it. So for many of you, your biggest message here in the near future is to recognize why something's coming to an end and recognize when it's time to set boundaries and when it's time to be open. Because for many of you right now with the strength, this is about you growing, learning, taming your emotions, taming your experiences, and recognizing what needs to completely heal within you. Once you do that, Aquarius, that's when you're going to be able to completely have this love that you want moving forward. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. So I'm hearing the sirens outside. So this is a very important reading for someone. It's definitely going to unlock something here that you need to know. Okay. Now, your biggest piece of advice is the Nine of Cups, the Magician, and the King of Cups. So your biggest piece of advice here, Aquarius, is about you recognizing the importance of your love connections, your happiness, and your ability to manifest. This is a common theme this week for the air signs for this coming week moving into July. Sirens are going crazy outside. So someone needs to hear this message. In order for you to completely manifest this love that you want with this person, you want this person to be proactive. You want them to be with you. You want them to express to you. You want them to bring happiness to you. You need to make sure that you're able to bring happiness to yourself. You need to also make sure how you're thinking, what you're creating, because there's something here about magician energy. You're a very powerful magician. Being an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising in the time of the age of Aquarius, you have a lot of power, but you need to also recognize how to use that power in order to bring things that you want into your life. And again, for a lot of you, this is love. You want to attract a lover. You want to be serious with this person. You want things to move forward. And you also need to recognize your role that you play, because you play a huge role in the outcome of being able to manifest this into your life. Once you recognize that, your thoughts, your negative thoughts, your constant overthinking the past, constantly being in this emotional negative energy, once you clear that energy, you will recognize and see that your ability to manifest this situation you want in your life is going to happen for you. But Aquarius, it all starts with you. You are a magician, and this is what Spirit is calling you to do. Okay, so Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.